For over 3,000 years, they ruled the desert with absolute power. Not as kings, but as gods on earth. The pharaohs of Egypt, eternal, divine, and unmatched in their reach. Their monuments still stand. Their names echo through tombs and temples. But who were they? And how did one man come to rule the land of the Nile as both king and deity? Before the pharaohs, Egypt was divided. 2 lands, 2 crowns, 2 cultures. To the south, Upper Egypt, narrow and mountainous. To the north, Lower Egypt, rich in deltas and farmland. Around 3100 BCE, a leader emerged. Narmer, also known as Menes. He conquered and unified the 2 lands, wearing the double crown, the white of Upper Egypt and the red of Lower Egypt. This act of unification marked the birth of the first dynasty and the beginning of pharaonic rule. The pharaoh was no ordinary monarch. He was seen as a living god, an embodiment of Horus, protector of order, and son of Ra, the sun god. He alone maintained Ma'at, the cosmic balance of justice, harmony, and truth. To defy the pharaoh was to defy the divine. During the Old Kingdom, Egypt reached new heights, literally. Pharaohs like Djoser, Sneferu, and Khufu built massive stone pyramids, not as palaces but as tombs, stairways to the afterlife. Djoser's step pyramid was the first of its kind, designed by his architect Imhotep. It marked the beginning of Egypt's obsession with monumental architecture. But it was Khufu who built the most famous of all, the Great Pyramid of Giza. Over 2 million limestone blocks, no iron tools, no wheels, yet built with stunning precision. The pharaoh was more than a ruler. He was the high priest of every temple. He alone could speak on behalf of Egypt to the gods, and in turn, the gods gave Egypt order, fertility, and victory. Temples weren't just places of worship. They were economic powerhouses, controlling vast land, wealth, and labor. Under pharaonic rule, Egypt became one of the most stable civilizations in history. Farmers lived by the Nile's rhythm, planting after the flood, harvesting in the dry season. Artisans built tombs and temples. Scribes recorded everything, from taxes to prayers. Farmers lived by the Nile's rhythm, planting after the flood, harvesting in the dry season. Scribes recorded everything, from taxes to prayers. Soldiers defended borders and expanded the empire during times of war. All of it under the authority of the pharaoh. Contrary to popular myth, pyramid builders were not slaves. They were skilled laborers, organized by rank, fed well, and honored in death. Not all pharaohs ruled in peace. Some forged empires with steel and strategy. Thutmose III expanded Egypt's reach into Canaan and Syria, making it the superpower of the ancient world. Ramses II, Ramses the Great, fought at the Battle of Kadesh and built temples that still stand today. He ruled for 66 years and fathered over 100 children. To many, he was the greatest pharaoh of all. Though male-dominated, Egypt did see powerful queens rise to the throne. Hatshepsut, one of the most successful pharaohs, ruled as king, not queen, donning the royal beard and commissioning grand temples and trade expeditions. Nefertiti, though not officially a pharaoh, reigned with Akhenaten during a radical religious revolution. And Cleopatra VII, last of the Ptolemies, would defy Rome before Egypt fell under its shadow. For over 30 centuries, pharaohs ruled Egypt, longer than any other civilization in human history. They built cities aligned with stars. They preserved bodies to last eternity. They carved their names in stone, so they would never be forgotten. Though empires crumbled and dynasties died, the legacy of the pharaohs remains, etched into the very soul of Egypt. They called themselves sons of the sun, lords of the 2 lands, masters of time. The pharaohs were not just rulers, they were the bridge between gods and men. And though their crowns have turned to dust, their power still speaks, through stone, through myth, and through the Nile that still flows.